What is up everybody, welcome to another new video of Noob Master. So there is something crazy is going on Pokemon Go related with the balloons. You can find a Meowth balloon with Jessie and James, or black colored balloon with Team Go Rocket grunts, leaders, or even Giovanni. To battle with Giovanni and the leaders Sierra, Arlo and Cliff, you need Team Go Rocket Radar by defeating Team Go Rocket Grunt 6 times and collecting the components to make a Team Go Rocket Radar. So it is a really fun thing added to the game. In this video, I am trying to cover how you can defeat Jessie and James and Team Go Rocket Grunts easily. Before starting the video, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notified about my new video. So without further wasting any time, let's get into the video. If you have a Meowth balloon on your map, you have to fight both with Jessie and James. So far, they are using a same kind of Pokemon. Jessie is using Ekans, Scyther and Bagon. On the other hand, James is using Koffing, Sneasel and Beldum. While you are fighting with Jessie, Ekans and Bagon won't give you a much headache, but Scyther will pinch you a little. Any rock type Pokemon like Tyranitar or Rhyperior can assure your winning. Now moving to James. You can use ground, fire or fighting type Pokemon against him. Koffing is really weak against ground type. On the other hand, Sneasel is double weak to fighting and Beldum is weak against fire type Pokemon. Koffing and Beldum both are weak against ground type, and on the other hand, Sneasel is weak against fighting type, so you can use ground and fighting type. Now moving to the Team Go Rocket Grunts. Generally they use some code words before the battle started, from where you can get to know which Pokemon they are going to use, and you can choose your team accordingly. Number 1. Coiled and ready to strike. Possible encounters are poison type Pokemon. On the battle, the first Pokemon will be Zubat or Venonat or Grimer. The second Pokemon will be Golbat or Grimer. And the third Pokemon will be Golbat or Venomoth or Muk. All the Pokemon mentioned above are weak against Psychic type Pokemon. Grimer, Muk are weak against ground type, and Zubat, Golbat, Venomoth and Venonat are weak against rock type Pokemon. So you should make your team with rock, psychic and ground type Pokemon. You can rescue first and second column shadow Pokemon, that is Zubat, Venonat, Grimer, Golbat and Muk. Now moving to the code number 2. Normal doesn't mean weak. Possible encounter features are the normal type Pokemon. In the battle, you have to first fight with Rattata or Zubat, secondly Rattata or Raticat, and finally Rattata or Snorlax. So you should build your team with fighting type Pokemon and one rock or electric type Pokemon to counter Zubat. After winning the battle, you can rescue Shadow Rattata, Zubat or Raticat. Now moving to the code word number 3. Roar. How's that sound? Possible encounter features are dragon type Pokemon. In the battle, the first Pokemon will be Dratini. Second Pokemon will be Dragonair and Flygon, and the third Pokemon will be Gyarados, Dragonair or Dragonite. You should keep Ice type Pokemon in your team and one Electric type Pokemon to defeat Gyarados. Flygon and Dragonite are double weak against Ice type Pokemon, and Gyarados is double weak against Electric type. As a Electric type Pokemon, I will prefer Magnezone, as it is resist to the Dragon type move. You can rescue a Shadow Dratini. Code word number 4 is these water are treacherous. Both male and the female grunts use this code, and they use different lineup of Pokemon in the battle. The male grunt will bring triple Magikarp or double Magikarp and a Gyarados lineup. In the battle, the female grunt will bring at first Psyduck or Poliwag or Mudkip, secondly Golduck or Poliwrath, and finally Poliwrath or the Politoed. You should have grass and electric type Pokemon in your team. My all-time favorite Venusaur is also raised to Poliwrath fighting type move. After winning the battle, you can rescue Shadow Magica from the male grunt and Psyduck, Poliwag and Mudkip from the female grunt. Now moving to the code word number 5. Don't tangle with us. Possible encounter features is the grass type Pokemon. In the battle, first you have to encounter with Turtwig or Cacnea or Seedot. At the second, you have to encounter with Gloom or Ivysaur or Bulbasaur. And finally, you will have Cacturne, Shiftry and Vileplume. To defeat the lineup, you can use any fire, flying or ice type Pokemon. You can rescue any of the first or second column shadow Pokemon. They are Turtwig, Cacnea, Seedot, Gloom, Ivysaur or Bulbasaur. Now moving to code word number 6. Battle against my flying type Pokemon, or my bird Pokemon wants to battle with you. Possible encounter features are the flying type Pokemon. First, you will have Zubat or Golbat. Second, you will have Golbat, Scyther or Crobat. And finally, you have to fight against Gyarados, Dragonite and Crobat. Rock and Ice type Pokemon will be ideal choice. And one electric type Pokemon should be kept in your team to counter Gyarados. You can rescue a Shadow Zubat or a Shadow Golbat after winning the battle. Code word number 7. Do you know how hot Pokemon Fire Breath can get? Possible encounter features are fire type Pokemon. In battle, first you have Charmander, Houndour or Magmar. Second, you have Charmeleon, Houndoom, and third and finally you will have Charmeleon, Arcanine or Houndoom. Any ground, rock or water type Pokemon will be the ideal choice. As a reward, you can rescue any of one Pokemon from first or second column. Code word number 8. Go my Super Bug Pokemon. Possible encounter features a bug type Pokemon. In battle, first you have to fight against Weedle, Venonat or Scyther. Secondly, Kakuna, Venomoth or Scizor. And finally, Beedrill, Scyther or Scizor. You should build your team with fire type Pokemon, because fire type move can deal double damage on Scizor. You will be rewarded any of the one Pokemon from the first column. They are Weedle, Venonat or Scyther. Code word number 9. You will be defeated into the ground. Possible encounter features are ground type Pokemon. You can build up your team with water and grass type Pokemon, but I will suggest to keep Ice type Pokemon in your team because Flygon is weak against Ice type and all other rest Pokemon are also weak against Ice type. Flygon is neither weak against grass or water type Pokemon. So with those Pokemon, Flygon can deal a lot of damage. You can capture Shadow Cubone, Larvitar or Trapinch. Code word number 10. Are you scared of Psychic that use unseen power? Possible encounter features a Psychic type Pokemon. In the battle, you will first encounter with either Abra, Drowsy or Rails. Secondly, Drowsy, Hypno or Rails. And finally, Alakazam, Hypno and Kirlia. I will suggest to build up a team with Ghost type Pokemon because Rails and Kirlia has neutral damage against Dark type Pokemon. But all the Pokemon mentioned above are weak against Ghost type Pokemon. Code word number 11. Let's rock and roll. Possible encounter features a rock type Pokemon. In battle, first you will have to fight against Larvitar, secondly Larvitar or Pupitar, and finally Pupitar or Tyranitar. Larvitar, Pupitar and Tyranitar all are weak against fighting type move. Tyranitar is double weak against fighting type move. So you should build up your team with some good fighters. You will have a Shadow Larvitar as an encounter reward. Code word number 12. K. 6 times K. It's kind of weird, and when I saw this type of code word first time, I had no clue about it and I was wondering what kind of Pokemon gonna be appear in front of me. But anyway, those words are for Ghost type Pokemon. To have a clear win against Ghost type Pokemon, you should use Dark type Pokemon. In that case, Snorlax with Quick Move Leak has two benefits. Being a normal type Pokemon, Snorlax is resist against any ghost type move. On the other hand, ghost type Pokemon are extremely weak against ghost type move. As a winning reward, you can capture a Shadow Sableye, Suppet or a Duskull. Now moving to code word number 13. This buff physics isn't just for show. Possible encounter features are fighting type Pokemon. Hitmonchan, Machop, Machop or Machamp will be appear randomly in the battle. To counter these fighters, you should have Psychic, Flying or Fairy type Pokemon in your team. As a reward, you can rescue Hitmonchan or Machop. Code word number 14. Get ready to be shocked. Possible encounter features are the electric type Pokemon. In battle, first you have to fight against Electabuzz, Mareep or Magnemite. Secondly, Electabuzz or Fluffy, and finally Electabuzz or Ampharos. You should build up your team with ground type Pokemon. As a reward, you will have Shadow Electabuzz, Mareep or Magnemite. Code word number 15. Wherever there is light, there is also shadow. Possible encounter features are dark type Pokemon. You should have ground type Pokemon in your team. The winning reward will be a Shadow Stunky. Code word number 16. Don't bother, I have already won. Or get ready to be defeated. Or winning is for winners. All the three mentioned above code word will define a same kind of Pokemon lineup, and it is one of the hardest. I will divide this discussion into two parts. A for the male grunt, B for the female grunt. Let's talk about the male grunt. When he is using all those code words, that means he gonna use the Kanto region starters and their evolution. In the battle, you have to first fight against Bulbasaur or Charmander or Squirtle. Secondly, Ivysaur or Charmeleon or Wartortle. And finally, Ivysaur or Charizard or Blastoise. Those Pokemon are belong to grass, fire and water type, and those three types don't have any common weakness, and it's really random which Pokemon gonna be appear in the battle, so you can't build up a team without knowing the format. Venusaur is weak against fire, flying, ice and psychic type Pokemon, whereas Charizard is weak against electric and water type Pokemon and double weak against rock type Pokemon. On the other hand, Blastoise is weak against electric and grass type Pokemon. So basically you can try with grass, rock and flying type Pokemon, or after knowing the lineup you can build the team accordingly. Now let's talk about the female grunt. In battle, she gonna be used at first Lapras or Snorlax, secondly Poliwrath, Snorlax or Gardevoir, and finally Gyarados, Snorlax or Dragonite. You should build up your team with fighting, steel or electric type and rock type Pokemon. I will go into more details about the team build-up because there are some extremely good Pokemon for the lineup. My first preference will be Ursaring with fighting type moves. Ursaring being a normal type, it is resist against ghost type move Leak using by Snorlax. Even Lapras is also weak against fighting type move, so it can be a good starter. Basically any fighting type Pokemon can be used in this battle, but Ursaring has the advantage of being a normal type. Secondly, I would like to have Magnezone in my team. Magnezone is electric and steel dual type Pokemon. Being an electric type Pokemon, it is strong against Lapras, Poliwrath and Gyarados. Being a steel type Pokemon, it is resist to Gardevoir's fairy type attack. If Magnezone has a secondary charge attack unlocked, it will be really helpful to take out Gardevoir. The third Pokemon selection is really a bit confusing. If you are fighting against a grunt who has triple Snorlax lineup, you should have two fighting type Pokemon in your team. Or if the grunt is fighting with Dragonite, you should go with a rock type Pokemon. You can rescue either Shadow Lapras or Shadow Snorlax. From the male grunt, you can rescue any random Shadow Pokemon from first two columns. The Pokemons are Kanto region starters and their second tier evolution. In this video, I try to cover possible encounter types, team build up and encounter rewards. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and if you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, share with your friends. I would like to know which Pokemon you want to rescue from the grunts. You can put your precious feedback on the poll up there. If you have some other choice in your mind, put it in the comment below. That's all for today, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.